This podcast is brought to you by listeners like you through Patreon and Ko-fi.com. Thank you. We're also brought to you by Libris Arcana. Stay tuned during this podcast for more information and promo codes. Hello, everyone. This is Tales of Swordfall. This is, I guess we're going to call ourselves the Red Group, or this is going to be another one-shot, something like that. And who am I with tonight?
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm playing Natalia Vashenko, the Sun Soul Tabaxi Monk.
And I'm Phoenix, and I'm playing Clover Silverstone, the Gnome Rogue.
And I'm Baron Butterfly playing Ghil, the Wood Elf Barbarian.
And if you joined us for the holiday special, our winter holiday special, which went on for a lot longer than the holidays, you probably remember these three characters. They're super awesome. They're all level 12, so we're going to have a bit crazier adventures than what we'll have in the other two groups. Yeah, this should be fun. Last time you went to a winter festival waiting for a giant dire elk called Avalanche Elk, and they didn't come. Two of the scouts that were looking for the elk to warn the villages below when they were coming so all the hunters could start hunting them during this festival ended up showing up. They were the only two left. Apparently, they said they were attacked by trolls, but in reality, our group volunteered to clear out trolls, but actually found a highly organized group of gnolls, which, now that I think of it, it just sounds like a slip of the tongue by the scout, and found that these gnolls somehow had connection to this massive, well, not massive, but to this large ice dragon. And they visited it. Clover inadvertently let all the dire elk out of their pen at once. Natalia convinced the ice dragon that there was more in life than just controlling things, and to see the world and have more things happen and all that.
And Ghil got trampled.
Oh yeah, and Ghil got trampled like a couple times and was like hanging on by a prayer.
Yes.
Yeah, it took almost 60 points of damage or something like that.
16 out of 77.
Yeah, that's...
One more, you probably would have been dead.
So, here's my question. So, in some campaigns and just like general one-shot groups and stuff, sometimes there can be a skip ahead time if you want to do that. Or we can just start off from where we left off. You guys at the ice cave that was collapsing and watching the elk just careening down the side of the mountain. What would you prefer?
I don't really have a preference.
Me either.
Me either.
That's fine. Am I still hanging off the door?
No, I think we were running because the
when it cleared out, yeah.
Yeah, because there was an avalanche that was happening right behind the Avalanche Elk, and you guys were watching from basically the top of it and watching the villages down below.
I think Ghil was trying to chug a few potions. I didn't do any dice rolls for that.
Yeah, let's just start from there. You guys are at the top of this mountain near what used to be an ice cave. Natalia, you're on back of a dragon that is shimmering nicely in the sunlight.
Whoa.
And, sorry, I was distracted by pizza.
Oh, that's cool. I thought there's something wrong with my
Please keep
audio.
that in the recording.
Sorry, I just have to leave now. No, I had to pick up my pizza, and oh my gosh, I'm like toppling everything over, and all chaos is happening just like in every episode of Swordfall. So
It's a successful campaign when someone talks about food.
yeah, okay, successful campaign. We can end it here. I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. Sorry about that. So, yeah, the elk are coming down the mountain. There's definitely an avalanche happening. You guys could try to... I don't know. What's a really horrible cliche? Oh, you guys could try to, like, somehow sled down the mountain or snowboard down the mountain with the avalanche and try to thin out the herd so it doesn't cause as much damage to the village below.
I have a dragon, yes?
Yeah, yes, you have a dragon that's holding 2 white dragons right now, and they're kind of watching the carnage with you.
King of the mountain, can you put down Mirror and First One, and we all go around to the side, and so we turn the herd away from the village?
Save people.
Yes.
I think we can do that. And he starts going down. And yeah, so what's the plan? Use Mirror and First One and himself to start turning the elk away from the villages, right?
Yeah, like sheepdogs.
Alright, are you gonna do something in turn to help? Like any kind of... Well, you're a monk.
If one strays too far to the side, I'll use a sunbolt to try and urge it to go back into the herd.
Okay, cool. He sets down those 2 and looks at your companions and goes to them really quickly. Are you going to help?
If there's any way we can, I will. This is my fault after all.
You elf, you have a bow. You can use it from my back. And he sets himself down, and yeah, you can also ride the dragon too.
I have a short bow.
Yep, he's riding the dragon.
Yeah, I think all of you would be able to, help pick off deer as the 2 other dragons are hurting them.
I don't think he has a bow.
I have a short bow, but would that reach?
Oh yeah, Ghil only has an axe.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna say short bows are gonna be good enough for this situation because you're gonna ride on top of a dragon. You could probably get really damn close.
That's awesome. I can't believe we're riding on dragons right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna go balls to the walls crazy here, and might as well do it.
Yeah, let's do this.
So, Ghil.
Yes.
What do you want to do? So this dragon's offering a free ride on his back. Is there anything you want to do while I'm back there? I mean, there's a lot of options you could do here. I mean, hell, you could even jump off his back into the herd and try to steer a deer yourself.
Well, first thing he'd want to do is quickly chug those potions, if he can.
Okay, yeah, sure. And they are normal potions, so they do so much. Let me just look that up really quickly here. 2d4 plus 2. And I don't remember how many you had on you. I think you got, what?
I think it was
3? And then you got one more from Clover. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. She gave the potion to him.
So
Yeah.
2d4 plus 5, you said?
Plus 2. 2d4 plus 2.
Why am I saying 5? 2d4. Okay. Got it. 8.
Alright. I'll let you take as many as your Constitution modifier.
Constitution, that would be plus 9.
You have plus
Wait,
9 for
no.
your Constitution?
I'm looking at the wrong number. Minus 1.
I was
1.
about to say.
Yeah, I'm
That's like
reading
plus
the
9.
wrong number.
Holy shit. How did you do that?
Ghil
I don't
is
even
that
think that's
darn
possible.
good. No. I'm reading the wrong number.
It's okay. We all do that once in a while. Alright, I'll let you do an actual Constitution check. If you get higher than 10, I'll let you have another one.
Okay. Let me. So that'd just be 1d20.
Plus your Constitution modifier, which is minus 1. Oh god. 12? Yeah, you can take another 2d4 plus 2 health potion.
Okay, so that'll leave me with what, 2 left?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what, 14? So that would be 30 out of 77, which I will take that.
Yeah, that's way better than like 17 points out of. You're at least almost half, so
Yeah, good enough.
better. Yeah.
It does the job.
So you chug the potions.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like your friend Natalia, or newfound friend Natalia, has a plan to start hurting the deer and has the help of these 2 white dragons.
Mm-hmm.
You are offered a ride on the back of this very awesome looking ice dragon, and it sounds like your friend Clover is going to use her short bow to, shoot elk here and there.
He is going to take up the ride, but he's hoping he's going to look for a point where he can jump down and attack some of them.
Okay.
If he can get to a point like that.
Cool. I say we roll initiative and take this just point by point. Because as much as I would be like, describe your actions, let's keep this a little bit more organized. We're going to pause things for a moment and have a word from our sponsors. This podcast is brought to you by listeners like you through Patreon and Ko-fi.com. Thank you. We're also brought to you by Libris Arcana. Do you like role-playing games but you have no dice? Are you a dice dragon and just need a horde dice? Libris Arcana has you covered. Libris Arcana offers both a monthly and quarterly subscription to get dice. Yeah, that's right. They send you dice monthly or every 3 months. They also sell individual dice sets and great leather protective book covers for your gaming manuals. Go to www.librisarcana.com. That's librisarcana.com to find out more. And if you use the promo code SwordfallFan, you get a discount. Look in the description below for more details. And now back to the story. First, the King of the Mountain waits for all of you to get on his back. And you climb on, and he starts flying quickly toward the rampaging Avalanche Elk. They look like they are literally running in front of this avalanche, which in reality is kind of physically impossible, but for a fantasy game, that's totally possible. And looks like they're bringing in a pretty large avalanche. And he gets you as close as you need to use your weapons or to jump off. So, Clover, it is your turn.
Okay, she's gonna wait until she's at a distance where she can shoot.
Okay, and that's basically right now.
Okay. Not, but 20.
Yeah, you rolled a 20. And that is good enough to hit an elk. Are you trying to do lethal or non-lethal damage?
Ooh. She'll do non-lethal.
So more like to persuade
Stop
it to go.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, roll for damage. Eight.
8 damage.
All right.
And yeah, I think that's all I can do this turn.
It is Natalia's turn. You are riding on the back of this beautiful ice dragon who named himself the King of the Mountain.
Okay.
And, yep.
So,
Go ahead.
so we have the herd of elk below in front of us,
Yep.
sort of. And there's an avalanche behind them, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to lean forward and say, King of the Mountain, I think we have a problem. Even if we can make the elk move, the avalanche will still come. Do you have a way to build a wall or a barrier of some kind?
I will see. And yeah, that's all he can do.
Okay.
So that was a free action. Are you going to do anything with your actual action?
I mean, I'm really just trying to make the elk turn, make sure none of them go towards the village.
All right, cool. Is there any specific directions you want to give to first one in mirror?
I mean, I'm just going to keep an eye on them, and if one of them starts swerving in a way they shouldn't be, I'll shout out a correction.
Okay, cool. Also, if you think any attack of yours can help in this, go ahead and try to use it. I'm up to any suggestions.
I have an idea.
Okay.
King of the Mountain, if I melt some of this snow, can you refreeze it?
Yes.
Okay. So if I can find like a drift or something that I could melt and have him like fly by and freeze it as it's like melting, so it creates a curve to redirect the snow from the avalanche with the elk, that would be cool.
That sounds awesome. Let's roll. Roll a perception check to see if you see any. Let's do that first.
This is a great idea, by the way.
Thank you. 17?
Yeah, 17. You totally see 2.
Okay, I'm going to pick the larger one.
Okay, cool. And a roll to hit, I guess, if you roll to hit for that attack.
I can just put it anywhere in 150 feet of me, and there's a 20-foot radius.
And since it's a lump of snowdrift, I don't think you can pass a Constitution saving throw, so you do it.
Yay!
And there's just this like giant steamy, like sudden water that's happening, and that turns into tough terrain for the elk. It's starting to melt other parts of the snow, and yeah, that was an awesome move. Congratulations! All right, Ghil.
Yes.
So you're riding on the back of this dragon. I'm going to
Yes.
say that you have ample opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And I goofed up. I do have a crossbow. I have a light crossbow.
Oh, cool. Yeah. You can probably use that since a short bow is being used. 12. Is that good enough? Oh, no.
Ghil is terrible at hitting things.
You don't miss by much, but and there's a lot of elk rampaging, but you end up finding that one gap in between all of them.
And doesn't he have a bonus action too?
You do have an extra attack, yes.
All right. So is that with any other weapon, or could he just do the same?
I believe it's with just any attack. Let me double check if it's melee or not. Because sometimes they specify, sometimes they don't. So Barbarian says with your extra attack, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action.
Alright. So he's going to repeat the same thing. Try doing it again. Please hit. No!
Oh, that's even worse.
What are you giving me?
So, yeah, you use your crossbow twice. You pop into the crowd, but no one gets hit. It's sort of sad. Alright, so you guys are doing all this, and the elk are rampaging down the mountain. Let's see if they notice what's going on and if any of them actually turn. So this is when, if I do a bad roll, it will benefit you guys. As you start doing all this, melting the ice, having a dragon fly overhead, shooting arrows at them, or, hitting them with arrows. 7 end up veering off. This podcast is powered by listeners like you. Thanks. Please like, comment, rate, share, and subscribe wherever you can. Consider supporting us through Patreon, Ko-fi.com, or by hitting the listener support button on our Anchor.fm page. Follow and interact with us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. For all these links, look in the description below. If you liked our podcast, consider listening to these other great podcasts.
Hello, folks. JP Winterbottom here to tell you about The Beholder's Eye, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons narrative-focused actual play podcast about a group of private investigators in a fantasy noir setting with eldritch horror undertones. You can find The Beholder's Eye every other Friday on iTunes, SoundCloud, or anywhere podcasts are found.